claim they under the anointing.
Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no. The channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. Another bomb news live segment for y'all. But before I begin, hit that like button, subscribe button, that share button, hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to, if you guys want to support the channel, cash out $ Michael US. Also, don't forget to check out my Spotify podcast, the 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. Also, check out my other YouTube channels. Your boys are artists as well. Michael T. Porter Music. My music will be uploaded over there, my music videos. And I'll be doing journalism over there as well, covering all genres of music and all of our favorite artists. And Michael Skits and Stories. I'll be telling some of the most captivating, the most entertaining stories out there on YouTube. And what else I got? Got them skits for you, y'all. Keeping y'all entertained. So y'all check those out. Oh, we got another bomb live for y'all. Much more organized today because y'all helped me out. Y'all helped me out. So I was going through, I'm gonna start around the 3-minute mark. Give y'all a chance to come in. So I was going through all them comments. I want to say thank y'all, everybody who viewed the live yesterday. That live was my biggest live far as number wise. I've never gotten that many views, so you guys are very receptive to what I'm saying. I want to say thank y'all, and I am very receptive to what y'all saying too. This is why I did this specific live. I had a whole bunch. See, I organized all my lives, all the lives I want to do. Then I organized all the regular videos I want to do, and I organized my shorts. But y'all was bringing this information to my doorstep. I looked at all the comments, and y'all see my little like on there. I looked at all the comments. Hey, I didn't know that Pastor Keion Henderson told a black woman to shut up. He snapped on her like she was a dog. Talk to that black woman like she was a dog. And I'm about to play the video for I'm about to show the video today. I'm gonna show it on my laptop. But yeah, I looked at that video. I was pissed off. Like if that was my mom and this nigga is snapping his finger, hey, hush, hush, hush. Man, I would have wring that nigga's neck so goddamn fast. Hush. We're gonna dive into this video, y'all. Oh, we about to turn up. His ass got to go. I'm gonna be honest. Got a little bit more time coming in. Ooh, he already pissed me off. This man told this black woman to shut her damn mouth. Shut it up. In my house. Ooh. Oh. Y'all ready? 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in. Once again, appreciate y'all. Those of you that have been rocking with me since day one. As you can see, we growing. Those of you that are new to the channel, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you for every like, for every share, for every comment. Good or bad. I got thick skin. All right. This is cite my sources. So I wrote my sources down in Google Docs because I keep forgetting. Because as soon as I leave here, I got other stuff to do. I be forgetting. So I wrote it down. Sacred Pathfinder. So I wrote it down. So I'm gonna leave the link. Give credit to other YouTubers. Yeah, Sacred Pathfinder. So let's jump into this. So this is the video of this man. He's gonna pay a little bit of Geno Jennings, if you guys are familiar, but we're gonna dive into this now. So let me get it ready for y'all. Look at my beautiful laptop. So y'all can see. Hold on. Let me play it early.
And someone getting up, holla Messiah.
Look at that.
Pastor Keion Henderson came under fire from people all over the world on social media as a clip from his Sunday service went viral. He was seen telling a woman to hush and keep silent while worship was going on. According to people, he was wrong to do that as they feel she is under the anointing and lifting herself to God.
Look at this. Look at this. You hear her screaming in the back? Woo!
Stop it.
Look.
Hush, hush. Silence in the name of Jesus.
Watch what he says next.
My hands the only voice I want heard is his. Oh, praise.
What do you think? Was Pastor Henderson right
Yeah.
or wrong in his actions? Share your thoughts.
Yeah,
Pastor
he was
Gino
wrong.
Jennings has this to say about how worship.
Hold on. I'm gonna play it again. Okay. The nigga said, the only voice I want to hear is God. Then he starts speaking. Now, if somebody tell me the only voice, usually when you go to church, those of you, I don't know if you guys been to church, if you go to church and there is quiet time, it's just for God, everybody's just quiet, and that's God's anointing on the church members. So immediately after this fool said, the only voice I want to hear is God, he starts singing. In my brain, this nigga think he God. I've been to a lot of churches, people have fallen out. I've been to a lot of churches, people have spoken in tongues. I have been to church, black churches, mixed churches. I have been to churches where people have sung and praised, did the most, and I have never seen a pastor snap his fingers at one of his members like they a damn dog. He said, silence her, hush up, hush your ass up in my house. I mean, God's house. This dude is on one. This dude is on one. How you gonna tell and then embarrass this woman calling her out? Now she was doing some hollering, but that's what goes on in church. She's excited about life. Everybody, the spirit of God hits everybody different. But for this man, I don't even know this individual, I don't call him no man, this individual to be in the house of God, quote unquote. And then he said that this has been going on for 4 years. She's in the choir. So why is she in the choir if you don't like her? You understand what I'm saying? That's where all the noise comes from, the choir. This man said, shut up, black woman. Just keep giving me your money. This is his message. This man is so disrespectful. I wish this man would do this to my mama while we in church. Let me see, let's do a poll. Let's pass it. Was he wrong for hushing up Black Queen? Oh, come on, F. That's how you talk to a child. That's how you talk to a dog. I don't even talk to my little nieces and nephew like that. We're getting this poll going. Was the pastor wrong for hushing up Black Queen during praise? Question mark. Gotta have that question mark or it wouldn't be a poll. And start poll. I just want to know. I've never seen a pastor snap his fingers on somebody. Man, this is crazy. And now I'm starting to look at Shawnee. Y'all know Shawnee was dealing with the gangsters, right? There's an artist called Loose Cannon from Los Angeles, and he said he used to bust down Shawnee while she was married to Shaquille O'Neal. Don't believe me? We're gonna look this up too. I don't know. That's why when I see Shaq, he be boo-hooing and crying. He keep apologizing to Shawnee. Shawnee, I messed up. Shawnee, I cheated. She cheated too. Shawnee cheated too. Let's see. Loose Cannon, Shawnee O'Neal. Y'all can look it up when I'm done with this live. He said Shawnee O'Neal used to give him money to help him fund his music career. Oh, y'all think I'm lying? Y'all think I'm lying? Okay. I don't like to give praise to No Jumper because they be doing some weird, like he be making black folks look
Don't
crazy.
miss the
But
action live at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and ESPN
oh,
Plus.
I got you. Sorry, y'all. Commercials. Come on, come on. I got a show to run. Hurry up.
Who you are and what you are.
Let's get on with the get on. Loose Cannon says Shawnee.
Oh my
You know the
God.
crazy part, right?
Hold on, nigga.
Loose Cannon says Shawnee Henderson was his sugar mama before marrying the pastor. Now, okay, she could have been divorced from Shaq, but what you doing in the streets? What you doing in the streets? But no, he did say while she was with Shaq. Let me let it play.
Look,
Hold on, no.
no, look,
No, wait.
look.
Yeah.
So look,
That's a wild card,
listen,
bro.
Jesus.
she brought me
what
that
do you-
AP, right?
Wait, who brought you an AP?
Shawnee, right?
No,
what?
Shaq's bank account.
Look, Shaq got mad at me because I'm fucking or whatever like that. But that's that's
What the fuck is my here?
So when I proposed to her, right?
Wait,
Shaq go off on her.
He proposed to
Shaquille
me.
O'Neal?
Yeah.
wait, stop. Wait, you proposed to Shotty.
No,
hell no.
me.
To her.
When he proposed to me, Shaq DM'd me and said, "I wish you the
blocked
best
What the
of
fuck you got to do with Shaq?
because he was my friend
Prior to him
prior
and
to
Shotty.
us.
So
So when
Shaq
I
know who you
posted
are.
Yeah.
Because he's his wife or ex-wife.
No, but she was spending money on me, right? So she got me a Richard Millie.
Oh, Richard Millie. You can't. Come on.
No, he's not.
Richard
You
Mille.
know me.
Come on.
He's
What
not.
happened to it?
I got.
It's not today.
No. Oh, he gets.
See, and so it's a weird circle, them Hollywood circles, so they all know each other, but Shawnee was spending money on the youngsters, right? To get her back blown out. Right? Shawnee's out there acting a fool. And to be honest, it looked like they made for each other. It looked like Shawnee and this pastor, this scammer, Keion Henderson, looked like they made for each other. It looked like these two are made for each other because when she first got with Shaq, she was married. When Shawnee first got with Shaq, she was married, and then she already had a child by her first husband, but she came up pregnant by her husband, and Shaq paid her first husband to be quiet. Now, Shawnee was already married, and Shaq had a girlfriend in Atlanta. He was going to school, he was going to college. He had a girlfriend on the other side of the country. So while he's busting down at that time a married Shawnee, she was married, she already had a kid. He knocked her up while she was pregnant. He had a girlfriend in Atlanta. So Shaquille O'Neal had two girls, Shawnee and his girlfriend from out there in Atlanta State, something like that. So just getting all these facts. So y'all heard him. Shawnee buying him Richard Mille. You know how much a Richard Mille costs? $200,000 to $500,000. And that's why it's so little information about how Shaq and Shawnee got together, because Shaq was sleeping with a married woman. And that married woman was Shawnee. Shaq cheats on girlfriend with Shawnee. You know, and she going around talking about she never really loved Shaq. I'm like, good riddance, ho. What difference does it make? I mean, look what you got now. You went from a NBA superstar, one of the greatest censors to ever do it, multi-millionaire, a phenomenal businessman. That money keeps coming in, liked by millions, multi-talented, and you left me to go be with a scamming pastor. Think about that. Who really lost here? I would have to say Shawnee. Now they say Shawnee got some money, but she ain't hitting on Shaq. They say Shawnee got this. It's just the reason I'm bringing up Shawnee because for the longest it looked like Shaq was just doing this girl dirty. For the longest, it looked like Shaq was doing Shawnee dirty. When it come to find out, she said right here on today.com, Shaquille O'Neal's ex-wife wrote, she never really loved him. Damn. After all that love making, after all the kids we brought into this world, after all of this, that's how you really feel? That's how you really feel? So, in my book, she trifling. Well, we all trifling. I'm trifling. I mean, no, I ain't trifling. I'm royalty. Trifling in the sense of you gotta move I move a certain way. Look, if you don't want me, go about your business. And I never play if I'm with a girl and I'm really liking her and she really liking me, I'm gonna go hard for that girl. That's the type of person I am. I ain't gonna bring no other chick. Now, most men cheat not because they cheat. Temptation. I mean, you at your job, this new girl at the job, you minding your business, and she's just all over you. This little pretty young thing, them boobies, you know them girls be and the professional women, they be with the low cut and the little business suits and showing their little legs. Oh, women gonna look good now. Women are gonna look good. So things happen, but to just deliberately cheat on a woman, I'm not like that. That's what I mean by trifling. And what makes it's not even so much cheating, it's the fact that you cheated, but you try to make it seem like Shaq is the only one who is a dog. Well, if Shaq's a dog, what are you? Up starts with a B. If Shaq is a dog, he out there slanging that thing, but what do you think? He's 7 foot and he's rich and he's he's a household name, international name, on magazines. Yeah. In her memoir, she wrote that she never have really loved him. Damn, now you tell me after you didn't got all my money, ho. Undefeated, changing the rules and winning on my own terms. Oh, Lord. And Shaq wrote, and Shaq kept it G. He's like, I wish you the best. That's all you can do. I mean, Shaq, see, a lot of times, I'm going to get back on Pastor Henderson. Highlight. I love these highlights. A lot of times when we think that we lost somebody that we really love, it was actually a blessing from God. A lot of times when bad things happen into our life, it was kind of meant to happen because God has something better in store, right? So just imagine, look how Shawnee turned out. I mean, outside the money, look who she ended up with. I'm a firm believer, to a degree, whoever's on your arm is supposed to represent you. Now, if your husband is a scamming pastor, what does that say about Shawnee? What does that say about Shawnee? He's scamming. He's telling black women to shut your mouth when they trying to praise the Lord. And he can't count. We did the video yesterday. 2,100 times 21. What did you say? 20. He got me confused. 2,100 people. And they give $2,100 in 21 days. That's $4.4 million. And then he lied on God, said that God's going to push it back to Thanksgiving. Well, like I said, everybody I know, God doesn't make mistakes. When he make a promise, that's just what it is. It's going to be 21 days. If he spoke to God, that's 21 days. And then he said, well, this promise, this revelation happened before the storm. So God was going to promise this church $4.4 million before the storm even happened. This is already in motion. So if it was already in motion, why didn't you have the $4.4 million? Because I'm pretty sure you got this revelation long before 3 weeks. So it took 21 days. So let's say the storm happened in March. When the storm happened? July. You probably got this revelation in April. So in other words, you should have had the $4.4 million before the storm even hit, according to God. 21 days ain't that long. It's only 3 weeks. And then he comes out and says, we needed to repair the church. First off, what was the first point? You should have had the money, according to God, 21 days. The second point, why is God giving you $4.4 million? If the church is fine, because it's before the storm, which means the church is doing okay. The church is fine. What do you need $4.4 million for? You know what? You know, it's kind of crazy where people end up in life. It's kind of crazy how, as human beings, we glorify the person that we are with. We tend to glorify when you love somebody. That's everybody, black, white, Asian. Doesn't matter what part of the continent you are from. When you really love somebody, you begin to idolize them. You worship them. That's a form of love. You're supposed to worship them. You love them from head to toe. They're your whole world. And if that person your world, especially if you're married, you're gonna do that. But see, with all that love, that's why God said you got to be careful about who you love. Even your husband or wife, you got to be careful because all that love, this is what it does to you. This what all that love does. It blinds you. Because look where Shaq ended up and look where she ended up. Shaq is hanging out with he's hanging out with all the young folk. Marco, funny Marco, Adolf. The little white girl, Adolf, him and funny Marco be hanging around with. He got his podcast going. He got multiple podcasts going. You know, Shaq is living his best life, and I think Shaq got a 20-year-old girlfriend. Let me look it up real quick. Let me see what her name is. Let's see. Label they choose to use. Though Shaquille O'Neal has been seen cozying up to Annie. Her last name Llonzeh. I went to a public school. Can y'all please bear with me? I went to a public school. Annie Lonze. I think she looks black. She must be from like Africa or somewhere. The last time that the pair were pictured together was in the summer of 2022. Though Shaq still follows his alleged girlfriend on Instagram to this day. So he's keeping his new relationship low key. But she got short hair. And Shaq's 52 and she's 20. Got him a young girl. I mean, he don't want no old woman. I mean, that's his choice. He's filthy rich. And she's just so happy to get out the hood. Wherever little village she come from. She's just so happy to get out that little raggedy ass village she come from. You know. Get another highlight in. No, I'm gonna hold on. Let me see. She fine too. So he got him a new pretty young thing, living his best, and I know he's spoiling her. So look where Shaq ended up, and look where Shani ended up. Pastor Henderson told this black woman who's giving praise, and it's not his church. That is not your church. You're just the shepherd. You're just supposed to galvanize the lost or even the found, galvanize those who love God into the church, and you're just supposed to keep everything organized in Jesus' name, in the Father's name, in the Holy Spirit's name, based off the teachings of the Holy Bible. This nigga here, I'm gonna play it for y'all. Those of you just joining in, about to play the video again. Let me get this highlight going. Get some highlight action going. This man's a trip. Let's see. Highlight, let's boogie. Let me rewind this. This man is a fool. Once again, sacred pathfinders.
And someone getting up, Allah Messiah.
Like, y'all look at this.
Keion Henderson came under fire from people all over the world on social media as a clip from his Sunday service went viral. He was seen telling a woman to hush and keep silent while worship was going on. According to people, he was wrong to do that as they feel she is under the anointing and lifting herself to God.
She's screaming in the back, but so what? Y'all watch this.
Stop it.
He snapped his fingers out like a dog.
Hush, hush.
She
In
crying.
the name of Jesus. I lift my hands. The only voice I want heard is his. Oh, praise.
Now,
What do you think?
what I
Henderson
think?
right or wrong in his
What
action?
I think? Can we turn up a little bit up in here? Can we turn up a little? What I think? Nigga, you ain't God. The only voice I want to hear is God's. I lift my hands. Wait, why are you speaking? Nigga, you ain't God. And those of you that say I cuss, nigga is not a cuss word, right? It's a term of endearment. It depends on how you use it. But I want to ask y'all, is he acting like a nigga? Is Pastor Henderson acting like a nigga? Was he wrong for hushing up this black woman praising God? Yes, he was. Because that's what niggas do. They out of line. I know. I look, y'all. I know what I'm talking about. I grew up around them. Mexican niggas, black niggas, Sacramento gangbang. Shout out mother effing Sacramento gang. Asian niggas, they all gangbang. Polynesians, Tongans, Samoans, they all in the mix, acting a damn fool. And he is acting a fool. Snapping his fingers at that black woman like she a damn dog. Ooh, I wanted to smack his bald head. I wanted to smack the black off his bald head. And then he tried to defend what he did, saying this been going on for 4 years. Okay, it's been going on for 4 years. So what? You know, she's praising God. She's loving God. She's on holy land. I don't think the land is holy because of him. And I'm surprised none of the men check this dude. Like, man, you don't talk to no first off, a church member. You don't talk to no black woman like that. Now, black women have a bad attitude outside the church. It's every day they have a bad attitude. But I found that when you argue with a black woman, they start losing respect for you. That's what I found out. So I don't argue with a woman. I lay down the law. I lay down the law. What I say, go. And then once I see her calming down, then I say, oh, baby, what's your side of the story, baby? Black queen, what's your side? Because I'm the black queen. See, our community is the black race is the only race where the women are running it, right? So this is why everything's so screwed up. I'm not bashing black women, but we all know what it is. Everything is ran through marketing, through media, through the school system. The black woman is at the bottom of the totem pole as far as voting, as far as economics. She's at the bottom at the same time. She at the top. She's the most enrolled, or she's more black women are in school now. So I don't know which one is it. But at the end of the day, everything goes through Big Mama. Notice in all the Tyler Perry got a lot of backlash from his recent movie because it's another Tyler Perry thing. Black men just treating black women so goddamn bad. Like, goddamn. Is he ever gonna put a movie when black women are gonna treat black men bad? Child support, sleeping with the homies, backstabbing, stealing from the man. Or is he gonna talk about how black strippers taking a man home, drugging him up, and then stealing his money? Is he gonna make a movie about how trifling black women are? We got a whole catalog of how Tyler Perry just make black men look bad. I was looking at some of the movies like, God damn, are we really like that? That nigga had me thinking I was trifling. Whoo. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. He was whooping her ass in that movie. Damn. And here's the thing, these ain't bums. These are like successful black men. So it doesn't matter if you a bum, if you a thug. We all trash in Tyler Perry's eyes. So here's my thing. If black men are so trash, Tyler Perry, why you keep trying to sleep with them? If black men are what you portray us to be, why Tyler Perry keeps sleeping with black men? Make that make sense. He puts out the most trifling image about black men. Ooh, doing black women dirty. I'm like, ooh, shit. We were kids watching it, like, damn. Now, some of them not as extreme, but, you know, you talking about incest. Because I didn't know Tyler Perry was behind Precious. Let me get my facts right. Tyler Perry was behind Precious. He co-wrote that with the African girl and Monique. Well, I'm getting good on this typing. Y'all look how fast I did that. Is this a Tyler Perry movie? That was a weird, creepy movie. I wish I seen that movie. But at the same time, this goes on in people's homes. Lee Daniel, that's another nigga. See, we about to dive into this church thing. We about to get in. Can I open it up? 250. Can I open this up? The churches have failed the black community with this homosexual agendas because they work for the government. Most of these black churches work for the government. Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, all these superstars are here to serve an agenda, and that agenda is anti-God. Lee Daniels, that's another trifling individual, because here's the thing. He owed Damon Dash some money. You know who got Lee Daniels started in this whole production and film? Dame Dash. A lot of people be on Dame Dash top because they say, oh, Dame Dash, go make another Jay-Z since you so good. Come on, man. Jay-Z is he's a rare gem. That's like y'all saying, y'all know who Black Sam is, Nipsey Hussle's brother. That's like saying, oh, go make another Nipsey. Go aid another Nipsey. You can't get another Nipsey. You can't get another Jay-Z. So that's a crazy expectation. Lee Daniels, so I thought Tyler Perry was behind this. Hold on. Did he fund it? 2009, Lionsgate. Lee Daniels put out a lot of creepy films, especially with black folk. It's like watching what's that movie? Tales from the Hood. I don't know, and I think Lee Daniels. Well, my people from New Orleans. Shout out mother effing New Orleans. They were because I used to go back and forth from Sacramento to New Orleans, back and forth, catching the plane, back and forth. So when I was in New Orleans, they were telling me how Tyler Perry was getting ran through by them. He was getting touched on and ran through. So, hey, shout out Rose. I think he was here yesterday, Rose. Shout out Rose. Tyler Perry. They said Tyler Perry was being molested, and yes, I am a ginger. Ginger Nation, stand up. And he said that everybody was saying, yeah, Tyler Perry, they was doing that boy dirty. So I'm still young. Like I said, most of my childhood was Sacramento, but I dipped into New Orleans. So they were telling me, I forgot my damn light. I got so excited about this story. There we go. Hopefully the quality's still good. They said, they were running up in Tyler Perry when he was young. They were running up in Tyler Perry left and right, meaning men in his family. He had a boyfriend in high school. Now, this is what they were telling me. Tyler Perry from New Orleans, and they were doing him dirty, not just sexual abuse, but they were doing him dirty. So I understand his perspective and how he viewed black men because they did him dirty, but don't push that on us. Don't push your trauma. Go get some therapy. Right? And I don't know if they were making him wear dresses or maybe they made him feel like, well, you have to be a woman if he was getting ran up in. But, Tyler Perry messed up in the head. This man's 6'5". He's taller than me. I'm 6'3". This nigga's 6'5", and you wearing a dress. And it's just at the time, there was so much going on. We had Tyler Perry. We had white chicks. We had all this going on. It was funny. A man in a dress is always going to be funny. I don't give a damn if you Christian. I don't give a damn if you atheist. I don't give a damn if you... Now, Muslims might chop your head off. But everybody else, it's funny. Like, dude, you look horrible. You're hideous, right? So... The main thing why it's so funny, who are you fooling? You're 6'5" in a dress, right? Don't shave. Like, a lot of these trainers today, they don't even shave. Like, come on, bro. So Tyler Perry has been ran up in New Orleans. They were doing that boy dirty. Now Lee Daniels, he's another one. Ain't judging. Hey, if you like what you like what you like. I'm just saying, don't push it off, because in order for the blacks to have a dynasty, we need our churches. We need strong men in the churches. We need strong men in the households. We need strong men as teachers. We need strong men looking over the little ones in the community. We need strong men uplifting other strong men. There's no brotherly bonds. There's a lot of, that's what I'm talking about. Their agenda is not our agenda. It's like, now if they're making these movies to bring awareness, I get it. But it's like, I don't think they're making these movies for awareness. I think they're making this movie to change the culture. This is like trying to normalize this stuff. This all this nigga do is talk about black men are terrible. They R-wording black women. They slap on black women. God damn. Cool. Can you make a movie like Norbit? Norbit was one of the realest movies. I'm going to get back on Henderson. Norbit was one of the realest movies because it showed how evil black women could be. But once again, it was done through humor. But if you take the humor out of Norbit, out the movie with what's up, Titanic? If you take the humor out of Norbit, it's quite a sad story. You got a man who have low self-esteem. He's been bullied his whole life, not only by his woman, Respucia, big ass. She was mean. She was fat. She was cutthroat. She was a gangster. It was all about her. Oh, he loves you too. I keep him with me. And it showed how demonic black women could be. You know, I haven't seen too many movies to where where the directors and the movie producers actually showed how grimy black women could be. And Norbit was the only one, but it was done through comedy. It wasn't like intense and drama filled. It wasn't as like I said, Norbit was comedy, but if you, like I said, you take out the comedy, it's quite a sad story. Like, damn, she cheated on Norbit. She beat on Norbit. She said, "Bring it up again. I'll knock the teeth down your damn mouth." He said, "I didn't move your." No, what did he say? Oh, it's not science. Cause you said, my seat. It's scientifically proven. You adjust my seat. Oh, big black angry bitch. Yeah, scientifically proven. You adjust my seat. And she was beating on Norbit. I'm like, dang. So this goes on in everyday life. Yeah, black women. Shout out Sherry boy. Yeah, Norbit is the only movie that I've seen where they really showed the hideous side of black women. And that's real. Unless y'all can think of a movie that, because I used to watch a lot of the movies, but a lot of the movies been terrible last 10 years. So, but that's the only. But if there are movies out there that ain't getting that shine, most of the movies are black men doing black women dirty, just like Pastor Henderson. It's not. Hold on. It's not acceptable for black men to treat black women crazy, and it's not acceptable for black women to treat their black man crazy, because it's all we have, right? The Asians, they do each other dirty, but at the end of the day, they're gonna look after each other. The Muslims gonna look after each other. The Mexicans gonna look after each other. They're not coming over here to do I date black women? Oh yeah. Oh man. Black Africans. I'm in Dallas. Shout out Dallas once again. A lot of Africans out here. A lot of fine Nigerian. I met a girl from Zimbabwe. Fine. She was bald head. She was bald, but she was dark and pretty. Lord have mercy. Smelled pretty too. Real fine. They got a lot of models out there from Africa. Pretty girls. So we got African Americans out here. We got Jamaicans. We got a big booty sister. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But I date everything though. I'm pro-black, but I ain't that pro-black shit. Shoot, them Asian girls looking good. If you looking good and you nice to me and you bathe, I give you a chance. I give you a chance. Who's Carlita Henderson? Hey, Shot Town in the house. What's happening? I gotta hit Chicago. I gotta hit the East Coast. I've never been to the East Coast, so that's my next mission. Detroit, Chicago, New York. I gotta hit that East Coast. And I'm getting tired of this goddamn Texas heat. The heat index is 108. It's 100 degrees, 101, but the feel like weather is 108. We are hotter than Vegas right now. But yeah, Pastor Henderson, I'm quite disappointed. Well, I'm not disappointed. I don't have no relation. What's going on, Carlita? This man is just crazy. This man is absolutely nuts. And he hollered at this black woman. And this man is a narcissist, right? Most of these pastors are narcissists. I'm at the bottom of it. Damn. Well, you have to come scoop me, because I gotta see what that East Coast look like. I heard the East Coast is real expensive. Did my research. They expensive like Cali, but I gotta hit that East Coast. I don't know where I should have did some research. I don't know where Pastor Henderson came from, but he needs to go back. I don't know where he came from, because that is not how you treat people in church. This is not how you treat people in general, especially if you're a man of God. right? Now, if she has a problem, then this has been going on for 4 years. You know, I don't think that there's somewhere that there's a miscommunication. Now, she was hollering, but it sounds like they're about to wrap up the church anyway. Why do you care? Originally from Sacramento. Oh yeah, baby. 916. Oh, this is a good question. Why do a man want to argue with a woman on the phone and hanging up on the woman like he don't like her? And his feelings. Like, you gotta think of it like this. If a man takes the time out to argue, he cares about you. Now, it's not acceptable to be arguing with your woman all the time. You know, you're supposed to have a decent, mature conversation. But he's trying to communicate a point to you. And like, it's just like communication with Keion Henderson in his church. There's miscommunication within that specific conversation. He's hanging up the phone. You guys going back and he's hanging up. He just playing hard to get. It's pride. Oh, this is pride. Oh, I can show her like I don't need her. I don't need her. And that goes on a lot in the relationship. How in the hell y'all supposed to grow proving you don't need each other? One more highlight shit. Why not? How is a couple supposed to grow proving that they don't need each other? I hang up the phone on you. I don't need you. And then and trust me, if y'all been talking for a while, if y'all have bumped uglies already, he like you, shit, he waiting for you to call back. Women do it too. Y'all hang up, don't want to answer the text, because they love knowing that you by the phone. It's all about power and pride. I bet he by the phone waiting for me to call. I ain't gonna call that nigga. I ain't gonna call that nigga. But you looking every 5 minutes, hoping that he call you back. And he looking at the phone too. So it's just power play. You know, it's pride involved. It's pride, power, and miscommunication. At the root cause of miscommunication, he's trying to communicate something, you trying to communicate something, and for some whatever reason it's not being communicated, it's not being applied effectively. It's not being applied effectively because that's what we need. And the black churches, people like Keion Henderson, all the black church, not exactly all the black church, most of these black churches are not encouraging. I don't see them attacking the divorce rate. I'm black. Keisha. That's the most common black name, Keisha. Damn right. I know a lot of Keisha. These churches ain't telling the youngsters to get married. I'm gonna do see if I can do a live about that, because there's a lot of these churches not encouraging the young folks to get married. In our culture, in black culture, they tell our kids to wait until you're 30 to even consider to get married. 30, you know how many. Okay, so the youngsters are gonna get horny. So what are they supposed to do with all that horniness? So you haven't showed them about marriage, but their hormones are raging. What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Second, isn't it, especially how expensive the world is getting, you're gonna need some in the next 15 years. You're gonna need somebody that doing it by yourself, unless you're making good money. All right, Titanic, have a good one. Let's see, Mason man. He won't do right by you because you allowed it. So it sounds like he cheated before and you brought him back. I believe everybody get one chance. Everybody get one chance to cheat. Ain't nobody perfect. But if he do it again, it's up to you to leave, because once some people they cheat for different reasons. You gotta find out why they cheating. The first time your spouse cheat, you gotta find out why they cheating, and then nip it in the bud and move on, right? And but at the same time, you know, I'm just now fully understanding this. That's not your husband, right? So if that's just your boyfriend, technically he's not yours, right? Under God. But in order to be your husband, he has to show that he's faithful. You gotta get your act together. Like you said, you gotta get your act together. He ain't doing right. So this is where mature conversations need to come into place. It's up to you as a woman to continue with this man who ain't gonna do you right, or get yourself together, and find out what you really want. And it should be marriage, because there's a lot of benefits to marriage. Not the American one. I'm talking about just marriage, is building togetherness, having some support, and it's up to the woman or the man to keep taking this person back, because your sanity is at stake, your happiness is at stake, and your growth as a person. It's time to go buy homes. You know, how you gonna buy a home and build with a person? Because every time that person cheats, they're risking. If a woman cheats, she's risking getting pregnant, and when a man cheats, he's risking getting somebody else pregnant. Now, that's a huge problem, because now you've brought a whole nother family. You brought a whole bunch of problems into what we're trying to build. So it's all, you gotta have a building mentality. You gotta spiritually build together. You gotta financially build together. It's together, keyword together. So everything you guys do, you're a union, you're one. Everything has to be together, and nobody can come into that. Especially most of us grew up poor. How are you even thinking about cheating and sleeping around if we're coming from the gutter and we're trying to build and get out? We're trying to build something for ourselves and leave something for the children. That's the goal. So if this person is constantly cheating, this person is constantly doing you wrong, disrespectful, it's up to that individual to say, I had enough. I'm gonna get myself together, get in the gym, go back to school, and then maybe God has something better for me, because this ain't it. We're not building. You are risking our empire. Think of it like that. Every time the woman cheats, she can get pregnant, empire is done. Because now you got a whole bunch of other people, the person that she cheated with, now they all in your business because of this baby. When that man go cheat, he didn't knock another girl up. He didn't ruin the empire because he got another girl pregnant. That's a whole bunch of drama. There's a whole bunch of trauma and drama, and then you have to deal with another person. No, I'm at the point I ain't trying to deal with nobody else but my lady, right? We're gonna build quickly. Life is short. And I don't have any kids. I ain't married. I'm just saying you have to have a builder's mindset. It takes a lot of maturity. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and it's a lot of togetherness. So it's up to the individual if they want to stay. You know, people take advantage. There's a lot of reasons why people treat, like you say, you're honest, you're good to the person. There's a lot of reasons why people do it, but you got to find out quickly why they doing it. Have a mature conversation and stand on business, because let's just say if you do leave, you are good to him, you know, they're going to be calling you back. And I'm pretty sure he's called you back. Oh, they always call you back. They always call you back because they realize you're a good woman, but you got to stand firm. I'm not going back to you. You treated me wrong, and there's nothing that's going to stop you from doing it again. So it's up to the individual person. Am I going to get married? Miss Boyd. Yeah, I would like to get married. My ex-boyfriend bought me. My boyfriend bought me a wedding ring, and he never told me that he wanted to get married to me, so I never knew he wanted to marry me. Okay. What should, don't know. So what's the question? What should I don't know? Well, if he wanted to marry you, he'll let you know. A man's gonna let you know, once again, another mature conversation. But if he busts out that ring, he wants to marry you, you know, he really love you. He's ready to have a future with you. But if he bought a ring, now this is new. If he bought you a ring and he didn't tell you, he's hesitant. Now, a lot of times women think, is something wrong with me? Something wrong with me? No, it's something wrong with him. Maybe he wants to grow up, but you gotta remember, we're dealing with spiritual battles too. There's probably a spirit working through him that's keeping him from growing, you know. lack of confidence. Um, it could be lack of confidence. He's unsure of himself, uncertain. Because when a man marries a woman, he's taking full responsibility for himself and especially for the woman. And pretty much, most people want to have kids when they get married. So that's a huge transition from a person who has never had responsibilities, from a person who's never been held accountable before. So the spirit's saying, man, you ain't gonna be no good husband, man. Look at man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. She gonna be there for you. You ain't gotta really get married, man. She been with you 2 and 3 years now. She ain't gonna leave you, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Go out in the streets, handle your business. Nah, 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 nah. Then there's another part of him that's saying, it's time to grow up. It's time to be a man. It's time to build with my lady. It's time to get these houses. It's time to get these cars. It's time to grow up. So he might be having spiritual warfare. No, in a relation. What should I do to let him know? So you pretty much want to let him know. You got to have that conversation. I think it's best to have face-to-face conversation. Have a face-to-face conversation with your boyfriend, and then let him know where you stand. If he's cheating and he's trying to get married, that ain't gonna work. It's we gotta put everything on the table. And communication, I learned that too. Like, I was horrible at communicating with my lady because you want to say the right things, or you worry how they're gonna take it. And for some reason, when you're in a relationship, things, the way you say it never comes out right. I don't know why, but yeah, you gotta have that conversation. You gotta have that conversation with him face to face, and let him know the reason why you don't want to get married because of X, Y, and Z. And you have to stand on it though, because if you say one thing, oh, I don't want to get married, things like that, and then you go back to him, you letting him know that he still has a possibility to bring you back in. So that's how that go. And this man here, I'm now, to be fair, there's a lot of good churches in society. You gotta remember too, people like Pastor Keion, people like Creflo Dollar. This fool wanted $65 million for his jet. $65 million for a jet. I didn't know jets cost that much. $65 million for a jet so he can go up. He says he can go reach the world quicker. He wanted to go to Brazil. He wanted to go to Mexico. He wanted to go to Africa in his jet and spread the word of God. Right? Well, you could have just did that on YouTube, right? Put whatever money you got, buy some ads, or you could put up your own money. There's many. It don't cost $65 million to get the word out. So even though there's crooked pastors, there's a lot of good pastors doing their thing. They don't get that much shine. They just now starting to get the shine. Tony Evans, you got Geno Jenkins, you got a handful finally getting a shine because the world loves gossip. The world loves all that chaos. So if you ain't bringing that chaos, if you ain't bringing that foolishness, your ratings won't be that high. But yeah, man, I'm finna dip out. But thank y'all once again. 250. To be great, we gotta make great decisions. So the world is crazy, man. You just gotta see the world for what it is. You have to, make the best decisions with the circumstances you got. Keep God first. Keep pushing. Keep getting money. Stay away from the haters because they always gonna hate. Keep doing your thing. Keep growing. Yeah, Geno Jenkins. That's call him Jenkins. Yeah, Geno Jenkins. He's good too. What we got? Just let them know how you feel. Yeah, Carlita, just let the man know how you feel. If you really care about somebody, let them know how you feel. Get their number. How you gonna let them? I think it's text message. Everybody texting these days, so at least text message, you know. But it's better to call. I'll make a phone call. Ron Gibson, check him out. I'm gonna write this down. Ron Gibson. Yeah, make a phone call and just get it off your chest. You know, the worst thing a person can say is no. Ron Gibson. The worst thing he can say is no. So text message at the least, but I prefer phone call and then go on a date and see where it goes from there. But always have a go. I believe dating with intentions. You know, everybody out there in this dating scene, just to get their backs blown out, just to get their quick thrills, and that'll never go nowhere. It's all about growing. So yeah, tell him how you feel. Text him, call him, and if he says yes, you know, set up a date. But have an intention. You know, the overall goal. You know, as time go on, what gotta have common goals in a relationship. You gotta have common goals. I cannot be with somebody. You're going this way, and I'm going this way. So that's what I would do. Oh yeah. But it's been great, y'all. It's been great. That's my time. I had a great time. But y'all gonna do more of these lives. Yeah, it's been great. 250. Know to be great. We gotta make great decisions. Y'all be safe out there.